Welcome everyone, this is Karen at Saved by Grace Creation, and today I just wanted to come on and show you a little bit of project that Natasha from Treasure Books was displaying on her channel. It was about 4 months ago, I believe. But anyway, this is what she showed, and then I wanted to try it, and then I have a couple of advice things for you as well. So these are obviously journal cards, or you could use this as a tuck on your journal page. Here's a tag with journal as well. You can use these for design pages. You could use these as a journal cover on your front of your journal. There's a lot of variety in these and what you can use them for. So I wanted to show you exactly what she said, and then I'm gonna give you a little tip. So you start with, for instance, if you want to make a circle, you can use anything to draw a circle. You know, this was just the top of a candle. You can use a plate, whatever, all kinds of things you can come up with for designs. The way you want to do this, though, is when you draw your circle, make sure you're using a permanent marker or something that will show through on the other side. At this point, you're just going to adhere all of your pieces of fabric to this using glue or whatever you want. You can use a glue stick, you can use your art glitter glue, anything that you want to adhere these pieces. Now here, this is white, so that's going to show through, so you might have put the white probably towards the center so that your circle doesn't show through. And you just overlap your pieces. And for instance, this one is a piece that was from a old embroidered piece. So after you put your fabrics on, you can rip them, cut them all different sizes, whatever you want. This would be what you would put on last, because this would be like your focal point. Of course, this isn't ironed right now, but at any rate, you can see where I've done this on other pieces. This, a lot of different pieces, I just added lace or trim at the end. So the first step is basically just covering your shape with various pieces of fabric. Anything, you can use tiny little pieces. This is just scraps that I had pulled from the bag, but any little pieces will do. At that point, when you're done gluing them on, you're going to turn your piece over and cut out this image. Now, all of your fabric will be overlapping on the edges, but that won't matter. You're just going to cut it out, and then you're going to go to your machine and stitch along all the edges of the pieces. For instance, this one you can see I stitched this way. This one, you just stitch along the edges. Not these edges yet, just the edges on the inside. So all of your little pieces that are on the inside is what you're going to stitch around. Then you're going to lay your focal point on, stitch that on, like I've done here or here. Stitch those pieces on. Then you're going to take another piece, and these happen to be cardboard that I had. This is packaging from Amazon. I just put that on the back. You're going to stitch all the way around the edges of your image, turn it over, and then cut. There's no reason to cut until it's stitched. So then you'll have the exact piece and the edges will align. I hope I'm making sense here, but there's a few steps here, so I just wanted to make sure you are understanding. And then you can also distress around the edges if you want, which I've done on some of these. When you distress with your brush, you might have some pieces of thread that just peel off the edge, so you can just trim those off if you want, or you can leave them. It's all up to you, what your preference is. And that's it. So, obviously, you can hand draw your images if you want. You can trace them around something, you know, a circle, square, tags, whatever you have. But I thought, while I was in the middle of doing these, I'm not such a great artist, so I went to my Cricut and I said, look at the templates that are on there. There's oodles of them. Take a sticker sheet and have your Cricut cut out what other image you want. And when you peel this back, you don't have to use any glue. You can just stick your fabric right onto this piece. So for instance, this was the mushroom that I did. You just peel off the backing and, you know, this fabric will stick right to your sticker piece. So it saves a step, and you also have tons of images that you can use from the Cricut. Cut out, you know, 3 or 4 sheets of these, and you can just do a mass making, all the different scrap fabrics that you have. And once they're all stuck on here, you stitch them on the same way, and then it's already cut. So now you're going to take your backing and just put it on the back, cut around the edge, backing being whatever you're going to use, cardboard or, you know, paper that you get, whatever. You have all kinds of things that you can utilize. Stitch around the edge and cut, and you're done. So it's just another option. Of course, if you don't have a Cricut, I totally understand. Not everybody does, but you can cut images from anything. You know, I'm sure you can cut images out of a magazine and then trace around it, or a book, or whatever you have to utilize, anything that comes in the mail. But then you'll have your images. You can still trace around it on a sticker piece of paper and have these ready to go without using glue. So it won't gum up your machine, in other words. But anyway, that's just a short take today, and a lot of these can be made ahead of time so that they're ready for your journals when you want to put them together. Everybody has tons of scraps. You have tiny little pieces of lace or linens or tablecloths or whatever that you have. You can just put them on these small pieces and utilize them this way. You know, just a applique that was cut off of another piece, all kinds of things. I will tell you, my sister-in-law told me about these rag rugs that were at the store 5 and Below, and all of these pieces came from those rag rugs. You tear the rags, you know, all you have to do is undo them, and you get all kinds of pieces of different fabrics. And this is just a sampling of the fabrics that I was able to take out of those rag rugs. A lot of them are the sari silks, all kinds of glittery things, sequins, which are perfect, just perfect. I mean, what are you going to do with it? Not a whole lot, but you can use these on these pieces and really gain some interesting. This was the gold piece that I used, and I just trimmed it. Where is it? Here it is. I just trimmed this. I was thinking I could have used this too, but it was a little too much for what I was looking for. So I just trimmed around the gold and I left some of the netting and just stitched it on. You can't even really see it. But I bought 2 of those rag rugs. They were $5. And this is only a sampling of all the fabrics that came from that I pulled out. Some of them I didn't really want to use or felt that they were to my liking. So some of them are really skinny, tiny pieces that I didn't think I could use. But at any rate, I just wanted to give you that little tidbit of information as well, because they have a lot of cool designs. And I mean, look at this. This was in the rug. So a lot of these pieces are perfect for this project. So I just wanted to mention that too. I don't know if you have that store in your area, but who knows? There's an idea. So all these pieces are, like I said, made from all those little scraps, and they're perfect for your journals, for, you know, a corner pocket, journaling cards, tags, tickets, and even a front of a journal. So you can make these any size. The sky's the limit with all the ideas that you can come up with. So that's it for today, and I hope you're having a great weekend, and I will be back again soon. Enjoy the weekend, and hopefully you're staying warm. I think we're getting more snow in Michigan, so I'm not real thrilled about that, but spring is on the way. So I'll talk to you again soon, and please leave comments and likes and let me know that you're enjoying these videos, and keep these surfacing up for others to view. So have a great day, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.